Welcome back to JST Inform. Today we are going to know about novel and types of novel. Novel, a long narrative in the prose detail the action of fictitious people. Novel is a representation of society and also describing about human life and experience. Novel is a genre of long fictional narrative prose with origin and history dating back to 2000 years ago. Novel is always focused on human emotions, psychology, human mindset, and the society, history, and artwork. Every past and futuristic writing also there in the novel. And then we are going to know about types of novel. Types of novel is a novel of incident, involves with incident based story. For example, Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. Novel of character, written by Jane Austen's Emma. Emma is a noble character, always give a relationship advice to his friends and family. Novel of manner is revokes with costume beliefs, habits, and social behaviors. And then epistolar novel, this novel is based on newspaper clips or a letter, diary writing based stories. Realistic novel, it always focused on a real life based incident and then focused on the character of the novel. Prose romance is a fictional adventurous narrative, for example brave and ideal character in the story. Regional novel, it is based on particular group of people written work. It is based on group of people, region, and belief. The famous regional writers are Thomas Hardy and Charles Dickens. And Picarico is a Spanish word. The hero is always in a low status background guy. For example, Trisham Sydney, written by Lawrence Stein. Trisham Sydney was, while the mother giving birth to him, his nose was injured. After that incident, how he facing the life. The story was based on that. And then antique novel is always focused on human interest. For example, Trisham Sydney, written by Lawrence Stein. Meta fiction, constantly reminding the reader the relationship between fiction and reality, for example real and real. Social novel, it always based on society and development of the country. Politicization novel, it is a working class writers about the struggle of a society. Historical novel, it is based on a mythology and fictional and non-fictional work. And then sentimental novel, the plot is always emotionally connected to the people. For example, the Yellow Wallpaper. Gothic novel, it always focused on horror theme and darkness, revenge, mystery. Psychological novel is always focused on inner state of mind, development of external action, for example flashback and stream of consciousness. And then cult novel is experimental based plot. And then detective mystery thriller novel is always you guys are know about that. Narrative modes, perspective, form and format, time, unity of place, unity of action. We are going to know about narrative perspective. First person narrator refers to I, second person narrator refers to him or her, third person narrator is refers to as a giving voiceover, and for example ghost or journalist giving voiceover to the movie, or the third person is know everything, that mean all knowing person. Omniscient narration, it is a third person narration. For example, narrator act like a god in that narration. Neutral omniscient narration, for example the narrator know about the all story. And then narrative form and format, dialogue, action, thought, description and exposition. Every drama and novel contain this form and format, narrative form and format. Thank you for watching this video. Bye guys.